Sometimes I just don't look at the clock. So that's my fault. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. I'm so
Hello.
excited. I never host reading sprints on my channel. I don't know why I don't. I love reading sprints so much. I try to join all of them.
I don't think I've ever been on sprints on your channel before. Have I?
I don't think so. Maybe you might have been. I mean, you maybe might have been, but I have
I'm used
no
to
idea.
sprinting with you.
Yeah, right? Oh. Hey-o!
We have a Maggie.
Uh-oh. Mute, girl.
Maggie's
You're
muted.
I know. You always do this, girl. Come on.
Every
Get your shit
time.
together. Get your shit together.
Every time.
You son of a bitch. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
Happy birthday. Tomorrow's your birthday,
Thank
right?
you. Right. Tomorrow is technically my birthday, but I'm going to be like, no computer tomorrow. My eyes hurt so bad from just doing spreadsheets all week at my job and all this stuff. So I'm like, no computer time tomorrow unless it's like Kindle time. That's it.
Yeah, I like that. It's your birthday. Chill.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I told my kids what I want to do for my birthday. The only thing I want to do for my birthday is for the whole family to have a Super Mario Saturday, and we're all going to play video games. Like, that's what I want to do.
I love that.
Because it's going to rain tomorrow, so it's just like a good time to do like fun indoor stuff.
Are you going to like order a bunch of food and just like veg out on the couch?
Oh, hell yeah. I really wanted to go. Yeah, I really wanted to go to Indian food, but my kids don't like that. So,
oh,
you know,
bummer.
I might have to do it another day. That's okay.
It's your birthday.
I know, it's just my birthday. I get what I want. I do what I want. I already ordered I ordered my own birthday presents, right? That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do too.
Yeah. We don't really celebrate birthdays. Do you guys celebrate birthdays? We don't really do anything ever.
I just buy myself things from David.
Yeah. Yeah. My husband, my Dave, he's the type where he's like, it's my birthday week.
Yeah.
And he wants to do stuff like all throughout it. And he's like big into birthday parties, but I'm not.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I am the birthday week person.
Oh, are you? Good.
Yeah. But my birthday week is more like, oh, don't be mad at me because it's my birthday.
Oh, yeah, no, Dave is kind of like, I get this, I get that. All that stuff. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just like about thrifting, and that's about it.
Some of these comments came in earlier. Thank you, Nikki. I don't know that Nikki's on. Oh, I am almost at 1,000, but I still am far away from being monetized, I think. Because I only have like 3,000 watch hours. So
it happens quicker than you think.
Didn't they change the rules?
Yeah, it's like you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
But I thought they changed the rules and made it easier.
Oh, no, it's something like you get some of the benefits, but not all of them.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You can do like member subscriptions and sell stuff. And I'm like, honestly, I don't care about that stuff. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. And again, full disclosure, today is not my birthday.
I'm judging you for trying to celebrate early.
Your
birthday week hasn't started, April. Gosh.
Thank you, Rachel. Okay, while I'm going through comments, what are y'all reading?
I'm going to finish up the mate games, listening to that, because I got to work on other stuff. But I eke the mate games out, man. I enjoy every second of it. I can't listen to that on like quicker speeds because the voices are just, delectable.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I only have read that first book in that second series.
That's really fun. I don't think I feel like most people ended up not liking the second series, which is like crazy to me because I really like the second series.
Yeah.
But that seems to be pretty common across everyone who is listening to it. They just weren't jiving.
Yeah.
So hopefully series 3 will be good.
I like
I
the
really
cover
wanna-
of that. I think it's the first book.
The one that's like Alec with dark hair. Yeah. Look at you biting your lip.
Okay, no, but I really want to read the cowboy one. I want to
Yes.
read the cowboy one. I have that on my cowboy reading blog list.
Yeah. Well, okay. So when are you doing your vlog? Because I want to read that too.
I don't know, but I'm like, I need to give myself a deadline or I will never do it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of putting the vlog out late February. So
Okay.
I was just doing my like content planning earlier today.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking maybe because I have 4 books. So I'm like, oh my
4
god,
different cowboys.
4 different kinds of cowboys.
Got it.
I have an alien cowboy. I have a post-apocalyptic time-traveling cowboy.
Bang bang.
I have a make games why choose cowboy.
Yeah.
I went there. Okay.
I love it.
I just wanted a weird cowboy. If you could find me a weird cowboy, that'd be good.
Well,
Post-apocalyptic cowboy.
You get out of here.
you savoring that, Hannah?
Huh?
I said, are you savoring that the way
No,
you're like?
I'm contemplating it. I'm just.
It's by a monster romance author.
Who?
Tabitha Lovelace.
I don't know what that is. That just makes me think of Wild Wild West, though, when I hear Lovelace.
I put it in my video today. Obviously, Hannah hasn't watched it yet.
Sorry.
Get called out.
I'm behind.
I'm just kidding. I
It's
have
on my watch
Amazon.
later. I added it. Like I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow.
It's okay. I do not expect anybody. I don't know about you guys, but I never expect anybody to watch me. I don't know.
This
why. I'm like, why would
cover?
anybody? That one. I know. I love it so much.
Comic Wastelands. Okay,
Yes.
honestly, that
That's
should be a poster. Like post
Why?
like
This
print
should
it
be a
out.
poster.
Okay, look at her other book. Look at her other book called Monster Smut.
This is the most beautiful cover I've ever seen in my life.
She loves pulp covers, like pulpy vintage covers.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
I know. I'm like crossing my fingers. It's good.
How long
Did
is
you
it?
buy
Oh my
it
God,
or
that's
ebook?
long. Did you see how long this book is?
It's too long. That's why I'm like
540 pages.
540 pages long. That's why I'm
That's
trying to give
200 pages too
myself
long.
some time.
Was it? Do you think that was like a Kindle Vella before, and it was just a bunch of little episodes or something?
It might have been, but I don't know.
Curious.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if that one could be a
Getting
weird
kinky
cowboy.
with Krampus.
That's the one I read. I actually liked it. It was not super smutty. And that one's a novella. Krampus
I
lives
didn't read that
in
one.
a deserted estate in the
Getting
town.
freaky with Frankenstein.
Yes, I want to read the Frankenstein one. I'm gonna read the Frankenstein one in Halloween. I swear to God, I'm gonna read it.
Oh, this is pretty.
She's got very tiny arms.
I know. The covers just get me though.
Oh yeah,
They're so
covers will
good.
sell me.
They will sell.
I'll
me.
buy a book even if it's shit.
I
don't
still
know.
think the best one
It's
is
not the art.
the cowboy one.
Right? The cowboy one. But read the synopsis. It has like time travel, dystopia, post-apocalyptic. Like it has a bunch of themes. Like
She's
she's just
just a
trying to get
normal
all
gal.
the words in there. Yeah. I don't know.
Nancy's a normal gal.
So
One of us is
Mad
lying.
Max. Okay, if you say Mad Max,
It was hitting all the trigger words for me.
Westworld and Mad Max.
I know.
Yeah. And I'm all
That's
about the
why-
survival romances.
Wow.
That's all I
Yeah.
read right now. Like that's the only thing I'm reading is like, okay, fine, make it alien or make it survival, and I'll read it.
I know. I read my romantic suspense last month. I didn't do a wrap up or anything. I read a romantic suspense last month, and it was like a plane crash and a snowy thing, you know, and they have to survive. I was so mad because there was maybe 2 suspenseful scenes for the whole thing, and the rest was kind of boring, romancy stuff. I know. I wanted more
Like
action.
Lame.
I know.
Boo.
Okay, hang on. I'm way behind in comments. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
V, I also make Amazon wish lists for literally everything I look for and want, because otherwise it will live in my cart and I'll never check out.
Yeah.
And so when my husband goes to buy something, he's like, "Oh, do you want this?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I do, but not today."
Yeah. Yep. That's not my hyper focus right now.
Right.
Check with me in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm like, I have to marinate on stuff. I can't just like buy. Like,
Oh,
I
I
have
can.
never read these. Have you guys read these? One of Us is Lying.
One of Us is Lying. Oh, I've heard about that one.
This is like YA, right? Like YA mystery, murder mystery type thing. Right? I could be way wrong on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crystal.
I get hiccups.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I'm finishing Saving His Mate by Ivy Knox. Tiff only reads alien romances, and I live for that. Have you guys watched her videos?
Yeah.
Tiff, I love your videos.
She does like weird stuff too.
Yes, I love it. I live for it.
You know what, Tiff, if you're still on right now, you should jump on one of our weird ass romance.
Oh, yes.
You should be our guest host.
Yes.
That would be fun.
I saw she had a new video today, right? I have it's on my watch later.
I am also not caught up on videos today, so
I haven't even opened it, so
yeah. Thank you. Okay, we're almost up to the end. Okay, role playing. I don't think I know this one.
I don't. But I feel like this is going to be one that has like a hot guy on the cover that's naked.
I feel like it's. Let me see if I guess and if I'm right. Okay, is it a sports romance? I feel like it's contemporary. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I feel contemporary too. Contemporary, half-naked man on the cover.
Yeah. But for some reason, I'm feeling sports romance. No. Damn it. I never win any of the games, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
I know B was doing games on her readings for last night. I did not win any of those.
Yeah. Aww.
That was okay.
April, when are you reading Atomic Wasteland?
Really, like, I could start it anytime, but I'm trying not to focus on that until February.
February. Okay. Well, I've got it downloaded now. Let me know, and I will buddy read it with you unless I'm reading too many other books.
Okay, sounds good.
Or if I'm slumping again, you know.
Okay.
So
Maybe this will get you out of the slump. Who knows?
Maybe.
I'm not expecting it to be like too weird, but I just hope it's like fun, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. It holds your attention.
What are you reading now? What are you guys reading?
Oh.
I'm listening to Mate Games.
Oh, yeah.
And I am reading Heavenly Bodies by Eero. Yeah.
It's YA though, right?
I don't know. Is it YA? I can't tell right now.
I mean, a lot of like YA fantasy romances though are very like new adult-ish.
So on Goodreads, YA, NA, and adult is all in the categories.
Don't you hate that?
It's so annoying. And then I tried to look it on Amazon and I couldn't tell.
It's because anyone like you can tag it when you read it, you tag it, and that's what decides those is like what readers tag it as.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I assumed it was like professionally tagged.
Tips.
No, actually, like there's no people like actually even the people that add books to Goodreads, I think are mostly volunteer.
Okay.
I feel like Goodreads is like Wikipedia, you know.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm
it's
like,
not like
Wikipedia.
professionally. It's not like people work like people that like add books to it like are paid to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
This
reading
is another
Bree and Darcy Coates' Black Winter series.
I'm technically reading the first of that, right?
First, yeah.
Yeah, Black Winter.
You guys are all on your Darcy Coates kick right now. I have one of her books. I checked it out in the library, but I just haven't started it yet.
Which one?
It's her newest one, Dead of Winter.
Okay, I haven't read that.
Any suspenseful one in wintry, isolated settings. That's like what I like.
This one is like post-apocalyptic kind of survival romance horror, and those are the only books. Like, I don't think any of her other books have romance. Like, well, some of them might have a small romance subplot, but this one is like the one that's like she actually has like romance in it. But I really like Carol Haunt by her too, and then I really hated Gallows Hill. I DNF that one. I want to read Parasite, and I want to read From Below.
I just want to read some horror stuff, honestly, for some reason. I want something gory.
Yeah, I want something gory with romance and sex.
Yeah, come on.
All of those. I don't know about the sex. It's not like this is not a space series, but there's a lot of gore coming your way if you keep reading.
Okay.
You should read Ariella Isabella, The Blood is Life.
What's that about?
It's a novella.
Oh,
and it's the start of a new series, so she has it. Here comes the cough. She hasn't written the others yet, but it's about a girl who kind of like meets up with a stranger at a diner or whatever, and they're meeting to hook up, and then she gets taken home, doesn't remember anything, wakes up the next day in some weird house, and she's like freaking out. She's throwing up everywhere. She's like, what the hell is going on? You know, I don't want to say more than that, but yeah.
Interesting.
She's like basically kidnapped.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is fantasy. So, but it's like urban fantasy.
Maybe I should try that, especially since it's a novella. I was talking to Hannah about it. Like I like to read the stuff that I don't like to watch, and the stuff I like to watch, I don't like to read. And I like to really watch horror and watch gore and all that stuff. And that's why, like, I want to try like a gory romance. But I'm trying Darcy Coates right now, and so far I'm just kind of like, but I haven't gotten to the gore yet because I'm just in the beginning. So maybe once
hang it up now.
Yeah, it gets kind of like exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I never know with you.
I know. My brain. I'm a complicated soul.
You're fine. I never know with myself. I DNF constantly. I'll DNF a book and then like later it'll be a 5 stars like a year later.
Yeah.
I like to try things. Like I just try them out, and if I don't end up reading it, it's fine. Like yeah. Okay. Let me finish up here. I don't know what this book is, Crystal. The Hopper Legacy. Do you guys know what this is?
Nope.
I don't know what it is.
I never know.
I believe that's a YA, maybe thriller or mystery.
Tiff, I'm gonna DM you. We'll set it up. Tiff's it for a weird ass romance.
Heck yeah.
I'm iffy on this book if I want to read it or not. I kind of do, but then I'm like, it's YA. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. The role-playing game is antisocial characters in their 40s who are not looking for romantic relationships and meet only in the game community. Oh, I remember this cover now. This is a cartoon cover. I've heard it's cute. I fed the animals. Yes, thank you.
Nice. Historical romance is always for the win, man.
I know. I go back and forth.
I just read a Gail Callan though, and she's one of my favorites, and it was kind of shit.
Well, I read that one that you liked, and I'm so sad I didn't like it.
Which it was still, the pirate one.
It was still good, but the hero annoyed me.
So normally Gail's stuff isn't like that. That was definitely different from her normal stuff, but I liked that one because it was so much adventure. And I think that was my first darker one. I'm like, oh, that's kind of intriguing. But the recent one I read from her was just kind of boring. I need like adventure, I think, in my historicals. I don't like when you just follow a couple at like a house party.
Well, you liked Devil in Winter, right? Not that I
Oh,
haven't read.
love Devil in Winter.
You should read the prequel book. Oh my god. Oop.
The first one, the one with Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but
Wait,
a lot of people
no.
said-
The prequel one. It's with
Isn't that the prequel?
I thought Marcus was It Happened One Autumn.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Don't ask me the characters' names. I have no idea.
But,
Quiz April.
I lose.
Yeah. Another game you don't win, man.
Oh, the book that I just recently read that I gave 5 stars. That one is so action packed and piratey.
Which one?
Any Duke in a Storm.
Any Duke in a Storm. Oh, do you remember the author?
Amelie Howard. She's my favorite.
I love Amelie Howard.
Freaking favorite.
Yes. No, you can't go wrong with her. Amelie Howard. Oh God, what are my people? I can't remember.
Princess
Gail
Sticks?
Allen, Amelie Howard. Shit. This is gonna
I
hurt
know.
my soul now.
She's my favorite. And she was at Steamy Lit. I almost went to Steamy Lit, but not really.
yeah, it's Again the Magic is the prequel.
Oh yeah, Again the Magic, yeah.
And then it's John McKenna and it's Eileen and John McKenna.
We should probably sprint too.
Aileen is what's his name's Maggie that you said sister, Marcus's sister.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't read Again the Magic, and I swear that's the one B loves. Absolutely adores that one.
That's my favorite historical romance of all time.
Okay, so I should read that.
Yes.
I want to say I gave it 4 stars.
What
I don't
was
remember.
the Amelie
But I have
Howard-
read it. Is that the one where they're in the greenhouse? Are they in a greenhouse in that one?
That's true.
I'm assuming no.
Hannah's jogging her memory.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave this one a 3 star.
Oh no. Oh shit. Them fight words.
I didn't even write a
Why?
review. Didn't even write a review.
Oh, ouch.
I know. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I know it's well loved though. But you know me, I'm like snappy plot, must have things happening. And I think that book was, if I remember, a lot of talking. Like
It was so much pining.
I know there is. It's not that I
Oh.
didn't love the romance.
Pining.
Yeah.
I'm more like April in this regard.
Yeah, I know, but if you like Devil in Winter, I think Lisa Kleypas doesn't do like the big plots. She does more of the character-driven stuff.
Well, in Devil in Winter, they are going places. Like that
Oh, they
character
are?
is
I
a
haven't read
long.
it.
It's good. It's good. It's so good.
But you read the It Happened One Autumn though, right?
I
I
read.
have.
No, she hasn't. I have. I've read The Summer. It Happened Secrets of the Summer Night. I read that one. I give that 5 stars. And then I read Again the Magic. I went back and read Again the Magic, and I give that 6 stars. And then I read It Happened One Autumn, and I give that 4 stars.
Okay, because you really hate him in It Happened One Autumn. Like
I
he's
do not like
that
Marcus.
guy. Well, like Sebastian, he's not.
Oh,
a good
I thought
dude.
Sebastian was very intriguing.
Yeah, but he's like, he ties her to the bed and tries to assault her.
I mean, but Marcus actually assaulted what's her name?
He has reasons, but he tries to R-word her. Okay.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh, I loved it. I love Sebastian.
Guys, we will get to sprints here really soon.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, let's sprint.
Let's sprint. I'm kind of ready to sprint too. I'll catch up on comments when we get back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do 30 minutes or 20?
30's good.
Okay. All right. We're starting sprints, guys. If I can figure it out.
I'm gonna be in another room, so I'm gonna turn my camera off.
Okay. I'm going on mute.
Sounds good. What's this chick?
No idea.
I don't hear a sound, but the
I
meme
don't
is
hear the sound either, so I don't know what I did. Okay, but
hilarious.
what the heck is that? I don't know.
It's awkward.
It feels fitting.
How
I
was the
love that
reading?
stuff. What'd you say?
How was the reading?
Good. I love my men. You know. What about you guys?
Mine was good. I read 20 something, 27, 20 something pages. And it was like craziness. And then I went and I turned my audiobook off and like I don't know, do your guys' phone like remind you of like old photos? Like you go on it and it's like, oh, look at this old photo. It just did that and it was like Noah when he was a baby.
Oh, look at him.
I mean, he's like
Aw.
1.5 now, but
Yeah. Little babies.
he's so chunkers.
Yeah. How old is he there?
He was 6 months there.
Oh.
So cute. They're always so much cuter at that age.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't 6 months there. He was a year and a half there. I am failing right now. A year and a half. Yeah, he looks more a year and a. He doesn't look 6 months old there.
Speaking of kids, I have to tell you guys, I'm such a proud mama.
Yeah.
My son, you all know my son has been having issues in 3rd grade this year.
Yeah.
He's had 2 full weeks of perfect points, perfect behavior.
Yay.
2 full weeks. His teacher said that if he keeps it up, he may
Yeah.
even make student of the month.
Oh.
He's so excited. He's just,
Yeah, good.
yeah, we're so proud of him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Was he struggling like
Oh.
when it was affecting him?
Yeah. Oh, he was struggling major. So yeah.
That's
He's
good.
doing
I'm so excited for him.
I know. Every day he's been coming home so positive, and I'm just like, oh, it's so nice. Anyways, my book, I had a huge eye roll moment.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, ugh.
Like an eye roll because of the like it's a good thing in the story, like it just makes you feel that emotion, or eye roll because you're like this author, fuck off. Sorry.
They're like, so it's not that I don't like this book. I like it. Like I'm liking it so far, but it feels very generic fantasy romance. They're having a ball scene, and then all of a sudden she's like running up to him and jumps, and he catches her, and over his head there was a total like Dirty Dancing moment, and I was like, what the fuck?
Cute.
Y'all are supposed to be spies, and you're just like in the middle of the dance floor.
All eyes on you.
Eye roll moment.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna try and catch up on comments because I'm so behind.
Yeah.
Oh, the Inheritance Game. Okay, I know what that is. I know what that series is now. A Feather So Black. Becky always reads things that I don't even know what they are. But then they're always good. So I don't, I agree with the not communicating stuff. Celtic nature, Fae vibes. Oh my gosh. So part of that sprint, my husband was talking to me most of the time. And he was like going, this is just written somewhere where every dwarf in every fantasy has to be Scottish. Like these are the rules. Everyone with a sword has to have a British accent. This is common knowledge.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. I was like, true.
That's true though. Could you imagine like someone who has a broadsword and they're just like a thick Southern American accent?
Right? That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. Every orc has to have gravitas, and that growly voice.
Yes.
These are the rules. I don't make them. I just, you have to follow them.
The Beast of Bestwick. Yes.
So good.
One of my favorites.
So good.
Top
So
notch.
good. Again, the magic.
Yep.
See, I know I am in the minority of people not really loving that book. It's a good book.
But like, if I love it, Maggie will probably hate it.
I feel that a lot too.
I'm just a bitch. I do agree with April though. Like, I have a tendency in historicals. I just want there to be a little bit more of like action. If it's just pining, I struggle. But if they're going somewhere or there's a purpose, I'm into it.
I have also found that I hate
matchmaking. I don't know how you're gonna like it then.
Okay.
Yeah, I have found that I hate matchmaking in like the finding of the husband in historicals. For some reason, I just hate that.
Yeah.
Sexy Time Against the Tree. Okay, there's an Amelia Howard book, the one that I liked last year, The Duke in Question. It's a good against the tree scene. And it's also deflowering against the tree scene.
Oh.
So it's an interesting one.
Hi. Good.
Lisa Kleypas is the best. I agree with that. I like Lisa Kleypas. I have never read an Elizabeth Hoyt, Carrie. Never.
I need to. I started the first book in the Maiden Lane series, but it was just one of those things where it like wasn't capturing my attention at the time because y'all know, like I can't do a video on like every book I DNF that year because there's like probably like for every book I read, I probably DNF a book, but that doesn't mean I'm like DNFing it for good or anything like that. It just means
not
like,
into it.
If I'm not feeling it at the moment, I just put it down and I move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really want to read that series. I own like 6 books in that Maiden Lane series, but it just
I read one
like,
of them. It's good.
Really?
I think you'd like it. Yeah,
I've heard they're bonkers.
There's like a noir quality to it. There's well, at least the one I read. There was a little touch of like abuse. It's kind of mentioned.
You read that after because I mentioned the series to you, right? And you picked one up.
Yeah, for the romance
recently.
Readathon.
Okay,
No.
yeah, that was recently.
Yeah, it was back then. But the weird thing was like I liked her writing, except her sex scenes were a little funky for me. That was the first time I ever heard the word cunny.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about that.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
You hate all my favorite words in historical romances.
Yeah,
I don't like that
it's
either.
funny or do you like it?
Like it doesn't bother me. I think it's hilarious. So
I think it's funny, but like it took me out of it.
But wait, Maggie, you don't like the P word, and I don't mind that at all.
Penis?
No.
What?
Like kitty cat.
Pencil?
Oh. Yeah.
You can say things on my channel. I don't care.
I don't
monetize over here, okay? Because balls to the wall here, okay?
Yeah. No, so I don't have an issue with pussy. I think it's more of like that word's used more often when you have more of a smutty scene. Where historical romance, like I don't even consider historicals spicy. They just kind of have their own level of sweetness with a sex scene in it. Like just because it has sex, I don't really call it spicy to me. I just consider it like a sweeter, more delicate way of describing the sex scenes, I guess, if that makes sense.
I would rather that word than calling it her sweet nectar.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah.
That was a gargoyle one.
I can't, dude.
Yeah.
Or any other just weird phrase.
Yeah.
I don't know. I stick to the C words, and for me, I'm good with the C words.
See, I don't like the C words.
I don't mind them.
I'm good with them.
Hate.
I love it. Like, rolls off the tongue, you know.
It does.
Are you serious?
Nice yeah.
Wait, which C word? Like see you next Tuesday?
Cunt.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's like my least favorite word in the dictionary.
Dude,
next to my
favorite.
It's just like when you're mad, you
my
know.
Favorite.
Just,
Or happy. It works either way. You know what I mean? We just call it spade.
I feel like it's so like no, it's so much prettier than that. Like, don't say that about it.
I don't think it's an ugly word.
I don't think it's
Oh,
an ugly word.
Mm-mm.
I just like the
I
sound,
feel like it's a
man.
mean word.
It's direct.
Yeah.
It's very direct and blunt to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And to me, it's a strong word. So it's like, maybe that's why I like it.
Hold on. I don't like that word when it's used in a sex scene. I like it when you're pissed off at someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate it both ways.
Oh, okay.
And I like it always. So I don't
Yeah.
care.
Hey, there's something for everybody, you know?
There you go. We all disagree.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be loving this series. I might have to give it a try.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I think there's like 12 or something in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, Rita.
I got really behind over here. What's going on?
I don't even know where you are right now.
They all of a sudden just like come in, man. You know?
I know. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing this in a video, but the Remnant Chronicles series by Mary E. Pearson and then the duology after that, I really want to reread those. I love them.
I don't know what those are.
Oh, they're just YA fantasy romance, but they're like one of the first ones that I read that was like more heavily into the romance, and I really dug it. Like I really loved it.
Yeah. No.
I didn't know. I knew she was coming out with a book, but I didn't know she had dropped it yet. So that's good to know. I'll just check it out. Is there 7 books in this Maiden Lane series?
I think it's like 12 or 13.
I think that B just like I can't talk right now.
She's still thinking about the C words.
I think that B just started that series too. Like last month.
Oh wow, damn.
And now she's already on book 7. Am I wrong?
I'm not sure.
I feel like she just started that. That's fast. That's like 6 books in 2 months.
They must be like candy. Just eat them up. Gobble, gobble.
Right.
I don't know what this book is either. Unsteady by Peyton Curran. Again, this is probably a contemporary, I'm assuming. If I don't know what it is, it's probably contemporary.
Mm-mm.
Oh gosh. How old are you peoples? Old. Honestly. Old, but also 12, apparently.
Yeah. I feel that.
Oh. I hate when kids struggle in school so much because you're not there. You know, the like mama bearness kicks in and then you can't help them there. But at the same time, they do need to help themselves. So
yeah,
it's tough. Apparently, everyone is reading Elizabeth Hoyt. And
need to jump on the train.
She's got some of the best step backs.
I agree. I do have some because I got them from my grandma.
No. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
I wish I had my grandma's collection. She had like, God, she probably had a library. She probably had over 1,000.
My grandma,
my great grandmother had like so many. Like,
yeah.
My mom was like anti it at the time. Like I remember she was like, "Oh, she reads that trash," and then I was like, "What's that?"
Ooh, Carissa, cunny is cunt.
Yeah.
Your hair makes
that adds
like mimic of what
private parts. I feel like this word is such a like used in a lot of older historical romances to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't come across it in newer ones, but yeah, I think I've heard it in like some Joanna Lindsay's.
I've heard it like twice, and that's it. Or more intimate rather than that's a good way to put it.
So.
Yeah.
I feel like they are. Oh God. Are you reading this book again?
Yeah, February. You dared me.
I did dare you.
I'm gonna read it to completion.
Oh,
And I think
God.
I'm gonna vlog it and I'm gonna make you watch it. So you have to experience it.
No, I don't.
You can do a
want to.
reaction video,
Oh,
April. I'll do it. And you do a reaction video.
No.
I'll save just the good parts for you.
Y'all, okay, you're gonna have to wait for Maggie's vlog because this was a weird romance pick and it was about cats.
It was
we
disturbing.
We like weird, gross stuff, but this was too weird and too gross for us.
Yeah. And it's a series.
And Maggie said that this was better than what did you say? You were like, I would read this again. And I was like, no, you would not.
No,
You had it number 5 on
Yeah.
your list. I just watched that today.
This
I
is like
would
number
rather
1 on my list.
reread that or read that into completion than Acomath.
That hurts.
No.
Sorry.
Liar.
Nope. And I'll prove it to you. I'll do it.
Hello, Joanne. Have I read Curious Beginning April?
Oh,
Curious Beginning.
A Curious
April.
Beginning. It's by Deanna Rayborn.
Oh, that's that mystery one.
Yes.
I have not read those. I've heard they're good.
It's supposed to have a cute mystery, but it's like kind of cozy, like Victorian mystery. But I think it's gonna have some supposed to have some like Emily Wilde type vibes with like the whole like she's like an academia thing, and there's a romance.
Yeah.
But it's like super slow burn throughout the whole series. I don't think they get together or anything until like way later in the series.
Hey, my grandma was all in on romance novels. She had so many. It was always a joke in my family because she would watch us, but really she would just like, we'd be in the one room and she'd be in the other, like smoking a cigarette and reading her romance novels.
Nice.
Like, that was a thing. And then when my grandma got Alzheimer's and when she left, when she had to move into the assisted living place, I wasn't into reading yet. Like, I didn't get into reading until 2018. And they took truckloads of books to the dump.
That hurts.
I think they donated some of them, but there was so many. And then when she went to assisted living, she had maybe 5, but she couldn't read more than a sentence or 2. So she would just read the same one over and over again. But yeah, I was so mad. Like, I wish I was in reading, but I wasn't. And they were all historicals too. I bet you there were some good ones.
Yeah. She probably had a lot of first editions.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
Oh yeah, the weird cat. Oh gosh, guys.
I'm gonna give you all.
I do not believe you that you can finish that book. I do not believe you.
I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna vlog that shit. And I'm probably gonna cry in it.
You're gonna puke through it.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Okay, I read. Have you guys read Grace Calloway? I read one. It was a novella. It was actually really good. I would read more from Grace Calloway.
Is it historical?
It is historical, and she was like a spy or something, which I love.
I love spy ones too. Oh my god, yeah.
You're welcome. I don't know before, but you're welcome.
I'm gonna be this grandma.
Heck yeah. Passing out a bunch of dirty books.
I'm gonna have to block this person because I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
They're just making me uncomfortable.
Agreed.
I didn't see it.
So do we want to do another sprint?
Up to you, birthday girl.
I will. I'm here. I'm here
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
I barely read this last time, so I'll read more.
I'm about to go to sleep. I'm so sorry.
No,
Yeah,
you're
good.
It's fine.
I'm so old.
We'll party. You're not old.
You're not old.
You're gonna wake up early with very young kiddos.
Yeah, you will be refreshed, and we will be slogging through.
I really hope so. I feel like I never wake up like that though. Every time I wake up, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I notice I always wake up better when I don't have an alarm waking me up.
Yeah.
True, I do get to sleep in on the weekends because my husband does the kids.
Oh, that's sweet.
Do you have snow and everything right now, Hannah? No, you're good?
We don't really get snow.
Okay.
Like, I think they may have gotten some in western North Carolina, but I live in southeastern North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like where it starts to be the eastern part, but south. Yeah, anyway, it's fine. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay.
You have a wonderful birthday if I don't talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
If you're
That's okay.
doing your video games.
Well, thank you for joining, Hannah.
Bye, Maggie. Bye, April. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Sleep tight.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't read it, Tiff. Don't.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
It's the
We
most
can talk about it.
purposeful-
Too.
Ugh.
Honestly, the sardine part is the thing that really
Ugh.
sticks.
It gives me chills. It's so terrible.
Well, the thing is, we DNF'd it so early on, so you know it has to get wilder than that.
We DNF'd it before 20%, I think. It wasn't even 20%.
Yeah.
It was,
So,
they only got like to a rest stop.
I know. Oh God. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be filthy.
Don't like it.
If there's anything with like cat litter, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh God, no.
Ugh.
The cage alone was just
A lot.
it was too much. Okay, but y'all know me. You're telling me 12-book series, and my brain goes abort. Like,
They're
don't even
standalones,
start.
It's standalones. You don't have to read the series.
Are they?
Yeah, it's just like any other historicals where it's just like you're gonna have a character that will carry over,
Mhm.
but it's not like you're really continuing on with their story.
Okay.
Yeah, because I read a random one. I didn't read the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what series I have.
Yeah.
I have no idea. We love Hannah.
Yeah.
I'm reading The Ever King. It's the most April book I have because Pirates, Romance, and Fae. Yeah, The Ever King. I loved The Ever King. I did finish The Ever Queen. That comes out next week, I think. Loved it even more. It was even more brutal
Oh wow.
and like more action.
Yeah.
And, I loved it. I loved it.
I haven't read The Ever King yet, but that was one I had on my list.
I gave them both 4 stars.
Okay.
And the first one has anxiety rep, which I really loved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, Carrie is doing a chat with the author on release day, I think. I want to say, Carrie, plug it. It's on the 26th, I think. I wish I was good at asking questions, but I'm not. Like I am terrible at asking questions, so I didn't submit any. But like, I would never know. I'd just be like, I don't know. How are you?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
How do you think of this?
How's your mental health today? I don't know.
What's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of pets do you have? Like such generic questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I could do interview questions.
Yeah.
Like if I was hiring you. That red monster painting behind Maggie is going to be painted of the weird cat. You have to
spread out.
When you're reading this,
in the cage spread out.
you have to do
Just I won't say anything. It just pops up.
All of a sudden, you have a bunch of like cat art everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, please pick up the sequel. I really loved it. Thief of Shadows. Okay.
I don't remember the one. I think it was Duke of Desire. Is the
Well,
one
already this says thief, which makes me think, like action. So
yeah.
Thank you. Spoonful of Murder. I wish I was more into like cozy murders and cozy all those things, but I'm not a cozy girl. Are you a cozy girl?
Not well, I don't know. Like, so when I read the How to Train Your Goblin King, I'd consider that cozy. But that's kind of the only cozy thing I've ever read. But I loved it. But I don't know if I loved it because it was cozy or because it was the freaking labyrinth. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard
My
to
husband gets so mad at me because he loves the labyrinth, and I'm like, eh.
I love the labyrinth. Oh,
I was
adore
a
it.
never-ending story 80s kid,
Yeah,
not a labyrinth 80s kid. I feel like those were two separate 80s kids.
groups. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never watched that Never-Ending Story. I've never seen it. Yeah, I have a big white dog. I've seen pictures of him. I don't even know what the story is about.
My dog's name was Falcor, okay? And he's a luck dragon, okay? It's not a dog.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Look like a dog, a flying dog. I don't know.
Oh, this is a good. You need to do like yes. I need wallpaper for my phone. Okay, I need wallpaper.
Instead of the freaking Cheshire cat for the Alice in
I
Wonderland,
love the Cheshire cat too, though.
I'll make him a naked cat.
Put speedos on him. Just
Blur it out.
blur it out. Yeah, blur it
Yeah.
out. There we go. Next Friday, on the 26th, watch Carrie on her channel with LJ Andrews, who is the author of The Ever King and The Ever Queen. The Ever Queen comes out that day. It's so good. If you like action, if you like pirates, if you like Viking, because this is way more Viking than the first one. I felt like it's so good, so good.
Yeah.
I know. If you're trapped in a sitcom with your characters, would it be like? Oh, that's such a good question.
That is a good. This is why.
Like, who would be the comedic relief? Who would be the one getting out of the room? Who would just like succumb to like being trapped?
Yeah. That is a sick question. I didn't see that.
You know what?
Oh,
It's the puppet thing. The puppets were weird to me in that one, and it kind of freaked me out. Yeah.
I liked it, but like because it was quirky.
Yeah.
I dug the quirky side. Mm-hmm.
You are a quirky bitch.
I am.
Okay, let's do. You want to do 20 or 30?
Let's do 30.
Okay, let's do another 30. I'm starting it.
All right. See you soon.
See you soon. Hi, Kim. You at work?
Oh wait, no. Okay. That's your family. I thought that was the chick for a second. And I'm like, what?
Sorry, Audrey's out here. She's I was like, she has to do this study thing to get like a trip to the trampoline park. So she's out here using the study time too.
Okay.
So she's doing sprints with us.
Yeah.
And of course the kitten is getting into trouble, so
He is.
How was yours? Did the book have any more eye rolls?
Not any more eye rolls. I just think this is very like kind of generic characters, generic. It's not bad in any way. Shh, please. I know he's crazy. Like it's just like the bad boy, and then the extra bad guy. It's very mustache twirly kind of thing. So
I feel like that. I think that's probably what I've struggled most like in 2023 was a lot of the fantasy romance does read exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to find the ones that like stand out, I guess.
Well, that's why I kind of liked that White Horse Black Knight one. I just read that one.
I haven't read it yet. I got it.
Thanks.
I got nervous when you said that because I got it thinking that it was going to have like a really good story in it. Like the fantasy side of it was going to be really, really good story.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you had mentioned the thing about like she's naked on the horse getting dragged, I'm like, oh no, is this more going to be focusing on the smut?
No, I don't think it's the smuttiest thing I've ever read.
Okay. I
mean, there is smut in it, but I wouldn't say like overly.
I don't.
The plot actually like kind of kept me engaged the whole time. Like I was like, what the heck is going on? Right? I kept asking questions.
Okay, that's good. That's what I want. I think that's what I mean kind of by like story too. Like To Bleed a Crystal Bloom was like that's a standout fantasy romance for me, even though I hated the romance because I like the world and the story itself I found interesting.
Yeah.
And that still had some spice.
I still need to finish that one. I only read the prologue, which was amazing.
The prologue's bitchin'. I will say this. The prologue is the best chapter in the book in the sense of like the atmosphere is so thick in that prologue. Like it felt like The Witcher.
Yeah.
The rest of the book is still really good. Like you're in a totally different world than what I'm used to. And like you get that whole vibe of like the whole world is just kind of in this dark sort of nature. It's not gothic. Like there's just a heaviness to it. But it's not like a heavy where you don't like it, where like it's not trying to make you necessarily cry. But the romance is more kind of like abusive and dismissive.
Very dark.
In this first book, but the rest of them are supposed to be really, really good.
I have the first one, I think, from Stuff Your Kindle Day, so I can read it whenever.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to read her new book, When the Moon Hatched. I don't know if you've seen anything about that one.
I haven't seen anyone on that.
I think, again, it just sounds kind of like more unique, interesting type thing. But I might go to the bookstore tomorrow. Do you want to go to the bookstore? You should. She's looking at me like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't turn your TikTok thing on. So loud. My daughter has discovered the TikTok shop.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I literally, when I go on TikTok, this is why I deleted it, I will spiral and just lose time.
I have tried TikTok several times, because my daughter has TikTok, so like I got it just to watch whatever she was doing. I can't. My anxiety, I can't keep up with it.
Yeah,
and it really starts to make me spiral with my anxiety so bad.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I get
overwhelmed.
Yeah, so like I was finding I was having a hard time. Like I would just deep dive into it, but I could tell I wasn't relaxed while I was watching it.
Yeah, I wasn't at all. You're like,
no,
I don't.
Though I don't do that with reels.
I don't either. Like I'll watch a few at a time and then I'll stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
And I like making them. They're kind of fun to make.
You're very good at them.
I don't,
You're very good at
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Queen Victoria. We have royalty in our mix.
Royalty.
Royalty. Breathless. We have to wait.
Princess Wave.
Breathless, another one I have not heard of,
Mm-mm.
but I love a winter themed thriller. Thank you. Made it to chapter 2. Every King is so just Baxter, world building and meeting out MC and her very large yes, she does have a very large family. I mean, that is really a spin-off series, so you can go deeper into her family. And I mean, the other books there's like a 9-book series, so it's like there's a lot of backstory.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah,
That's on the Void. Yeah,
the Curse of Shadow and Thorns, which is not bad. Again, like it's kind of like this one. It just felt a little generic in a lot of spots, but I still enjoyed it. Like, after about 30%, I really liked it, but that first 30% almost DNF'd it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I haven't DNF'd it, but I haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just
glad I stuck through it because it was really good, enjoyable by the end. So
yeah.
But again, it's like wasn't anything new. Like I wouldn't expect anything unique. But I think it was very early on in her career, to be honest. When can you not? That's gross, dude. You're being gross. My daughter's over here snorting or something. I don't know what she's saying. When Grumpy met Sunshine. Still reading that one, huh? I've just read Sarah's other series and DNF'd it. Oh no. So When the Moon Hatched has again, I think it's one of these synopses that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it because.
So Sarah, is it Sarah A. Parker to Bleed a Crystal Bloom? She wrote really well.
I don't know if this will When the Moon.
Oh yeah, I haven't even seen that cover.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It is.
Yeah. The creators did not expect their beloved dragons to sail skyward upon their end, to curl into balls just beyond gravity's grip, littering the sky with tombstones, with moons. Do you know anything about what's going on now other than it has dragons?
Yeah. It sounds very poetic, though.
It does. I think this will be more like kind of like the Starless Sea was and the Night Circus and all those.
Yeah.
But just more flowery writing. But I can get into that if I expect it.
Yeah. I can do flowery when it's kind of minimal. Like if it's the whole book, I'm going to tune out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it. I just like, I'm a blunt, direct person.
Yeah.
And
you want stuff to be happening.
Yeah. Girl's got a pretty dress and she's got long hair. Okay, cool. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, okay. I stand behind that too, because there's something to be said about the whole world building, but I feel like there's a certain level of you need to give a taste, because a reader, regardless of what you're going to say, they're going to imagine it in their own way. You just need to kind of put up the posts. They'll fill in all the artwork, if you will, on the wall.
I agree. But when it's done well, I really enjoy it. I love the Night Circus. I love Erin Morgenstern. Forget, I haven't read them in so long. And then I love Lady Taylor. Her YA series that was really big a long time ago. That one was great.
Yeah.
But yeah. It does have a pretty cover. It didn't love To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. I think it's one of those where you either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
I really think it's a hard one to love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, again, Crystal didn't like it either. It's terrible. This is where I go, well, maybe I will like it.
Hey, I don't know.
Working on A Wicked Winter's Kiss. And it's starting to get interesting. I don't know what that one is either, but it sounds like
historical.
perfect for the readathon.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Trouble.
I've been terrible at reading books that like are actually good for the readathon.
I haven't read many that are like getting a lot of points, honestly. So,
Yeah.
but I have some still. Oh my god, he's trying to get my hair tied. He's obsessed.
He's gotten so big.
He's right. He's like 7 or 8 pounds now.
No.
He's still a baby. He's still our baby. My daughter's blowing in his face. No wonder he's mad. Stop. Gosh. I only finished a bit of Crystal Betty Read. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The romance, like I think the romance ruins it. I mean, for those of you who said you didn't like it, tell me why you didn't like it. Because I thought like the writing and the world was sick, but the romance, like I could completely do without the romance. It didn't feel right. I don't know.
It felt
it's heavy. It's abusive. Like she's
too assaulty is what I call it.
Yeah. It's just like I don't even know if I necessarily want to call it assaulty. It's just like he's so dismissive and wants nothing to do with her. Or at least that's how it appears. But
is there a big like control type of aspect to it?
Yeah. He can't live without. He has to like drink her blood.
And so he controls her basically. Yeah.
Yes and no. It's weird. It's like he keeps her. I don't know. She wants to stay near him and she's not really willing to like kind of go outside her castle. So, because she's scared of what happened to her when she was a baby, essentially, and that's really traumatized her. So she has glorified this man and he's like such a god to her. And he's just very like, whatever, I want nothing to do with you. But she's so in love with him. And he's just like, I don't know. I don't like his attitude towards her. And it comes off as very fatherly. So I'm kind of like, like I could go with the whole daddy vibes, but you need to build it as like that sort of daddy and not
your father.
Not my dad.
Yeah. I do not like that. No.
Yeah. So like I hated the romance, but it's supposed to get better. It's supposed to be a character driven piece where you're going to see her grow. Cause right now in the first book, she's very weak. So yeah.
I don't like character driven.
Yeah. Then you won't like it. Just skip it.
But I really liked that prologue.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I mean. That prologue is the best chapter in the book.
That prologue is like a whole
like that after it.
Like, it was long too. It was like very long.
Yeah. And it had that actiony and it was like that creepy, monstery Witcher vibes. You won't see that again. Yeah.
Poop.
Yeah.
I was just bored.
Oh, how funny. I
Stuff
love
was like, nope. Just like, this sucks. Writing was good and the world was very cool and dark. Yeah, weird power dynamic. Yeah. Sometimes that just doesn't work for me either. Yeah. I think that's why I can do like office things. Like contemporary really doesn't work for me ever, but like the power dynamic thing, I don't.
Yeah.
Although if one's a shadow daddy.
Yeah. Then it's fine.
That's fine. That was fine.
Or Hades. That's cool too.
Yeah.
You and I are so similar in so many different ways, but somehow we still like very different books.
We do.
Oddly enough. But you and I have the same taste because I hate contemporary with like a fiery passion.
I have a whole shelf of them that I like.
Oh, yeah?
I do. I have like, well, you can't see it, but like my shelf down here, it's full.
Oh, yeah?
It's full of ones that I like.
Okay.
So it's not like I don't like any contemporary, like Butcher and Blackbird.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Butcher and Blackbeard, as you like to call it. But
I know. I keep calling it Blackbeard.
It's okay. I like Butcher and Blackbeard better. I mean, pirates. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I can't help it. No, Butcher and Blackbird. I guess the Make games you could consider contemporary, but it's paranormal. But yeah, Butcher and Blackbird, that might be the only contemporary. I think the thing for me is I like to escape our current reality. So that's why I like historicals or fantasy.
Anything far removed from now times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because I read for escapism. That's what I read for.
Exactly. And like if they bring up, like even if it's a historical or a fantasy romance and they bring up a common issue, like the author is very clearly having a message, which is totally fine. But if it's something like that's really going on right now, then I have a tendency to be like, oh, I don't want to read this then. I'm trying to get away from that.
See, sometimes I don't mind that. Like, I read a lot of more contemporary, like feminist historical romances. I like those more than the bodice rippers, to be honest. Like, I like a woman having agency and control over, stuff like that. Like,
agree with that. I think, like for me, I mean more in like a message where like I'm reading like a historical or something. This might not quite work. But then it starts talking about almost like abortion and Roe v. Wade getting overturned. And I'm like, oh God, like this is too close to the heart and too close to like what's happening right now.
I get
I need to like,
I don't mind if it's like subtle nods to like stuff. Because I think Sarah McLean has done that too in some of her books. But it's been very subtle. Like,
yeah, it has to work. That's my other thing too, is like if it comes out of nowhere, comes out of left field, then it's just distracting. But if it works, like How to Train Your Goblin King very clearly has a message. And it's a very feminist message, but it works so well because it like it works with the character and the whole storyline. But yeah, I remember I was reading Priest, and the priest, all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere starts talking about how like he was like a women's studies major and was going into stuff. And I was just kind of like, okay. So like you're giving him the feminist brownie points, but it's like 2 sentences out of the book. And then later he puts a collar on her. So no. Okay.
They're quite feminist there. Yeah.
And then puts
if she liked it, it is. Yeah, whatever. Oh man, the Plated Prisoner series has a similar tone, but she really grows and it does get way better.
Yeah.
I'm kind of iffy on. Again, this is a series that has very long books, and there's like 4, 5, 6 now, and I'm just like, I get so intimidated by series that are already out. It's like I feel like I can't catch up. I will never catch up because I don't binge read books ever. Like rarely. Like the Make Games was one that I binged, or like the Holly Renee books, I binged those, or the Never King series that you hate, I binged those. But like I rarely do. So it's like I'll read one, and then like several months later, I might read the next one, and they come out all the time, and I just feel like I'll never catch up.
Yeah, I think the Plated Prisoner one too. That's like the Guild and Glint. Vita, remind me, but isn't that the one that you said where like you were kind of coasting through it? You thought it was good. You were kind of coasting, and then book 3 or 4, there's like this revelation, and you're just like your jaw dropped, and then you fell in love with it. I think Vita was saying that, and that's something where like I like the idea of that in theory, but I don't like how long it takes to get to that.
I don't want to wait till book 3 to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need, again, snappy.
Yeah.
I need it snappy.
Yeah.
It's because I have 0 attention span, so I need it to really be moving.
Yeah.
Really be moving. Or if it is like just people sitting and talking, like it has to be really engaging conversation. And like most of them are not. So I need something new. I can see that. I don't mind formulaic like at all, because obviously there's something that works in those. And a lot of the times when I read for popcorn, enjoyment, entertainment. So I'm not reading to find something that has a revelation. Like I'm not reading. Audrey's playing with the cat. It's just like crazy over there. I'm not reading to find the best book in the world. You know, I just want to have my time spent in a good way.
Yeah. So. I agree with that. I think where I'm at too, though, is I want something gut wrenching.
I never want anything gut-wrenching.
I know. And like, I want to.
Almost never. Sometimes, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's very rare.
I just want to like complete my circle of emotions. I've had the like super hot stuff, super sweet stuff, super funny. Now I need to cry.
No thanks. Twice enough. Twice a month I have my own gut-wrenching drama in real life. I'll pass on that. Damn PMDD. I didn't like How to Train Your Vita. Breaking hearts over here.
What, Vita? Why is it that like it's super messagey? Was it boring to you? What was it?
I could be okay with messagey. Like that doesn't always bother me.
Yeah,
it's when it becomes a lecture. Like when I feel like this is being condescending to the reader, that's when I hate it.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was condescending. It's definitely a message that she keeps repeating. But like it's because it's so ingrained in the character.
Yeah.
But like you have to know what the labyrinth is before you read it. Otherwise, I could see how it's not going to be enjoyable. Because like for me, it was I'm having all these memories of one of my favorite movies. So there's that essence of enjoyment from it. So
yeah. That's how I was feeling about the Grease retelling historical romance that I just read. Yeah. I was singing every single time like something would come up from Grease. I was just singing all the songs while I was reading it. And I was just having the best time with it. It was not like a mind-blowing book. Like it was a good book, but like just the fact that it made me giddy.
Yeah, and that's what the Goblin King did. And it's the nostalgia, I think, because you're thinking of other things.
Yes. I loved it. Third book, she was obsessed. Okay, so it's that third book, huh? God, but the first one is supposed to be really rough too. Like, I don't know.
I just started like the first chapter and then I had set it down. I didn't finish it.
Stop. Yeah, I can't say that I'm gonna read it, but I don't know. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
If there are more than 5 books in a series, it takes me forever. It's because I don't binge. I'm just not. I get so bored that way.
Yeah.
And it can't be like I cannot read 2, 3, 600-page books back to back. I just cannot.
No, I struggle just with one 600 book.
Enjoy the long burn and like the characters, so it worked for me. Okay. I am not a slow burn person, but I don't mind it sometimes.
Yeah.
All these things are not revelations to who I am and what I like.
Yeah.
Like I want snappy. I want 300 pages. I want, you know what I mean? Like it's just a good time.
Yeah. You can come up.
Asking for fantasy romance.
Pharaoh
romantasy, Pharaoh Feb. Fantasy romance. It's all fantasy romance. I'm a millennial. We have to shorten everything.
Yeah.
Oh, see, everybody already answered that. Oh, I'm so behind too. Another millennial trait. We're never on trend. Never on trend. I mean, my friend thought it was short for fan fiction. Oh, okay.
I could see that.
I could see that too. It was a whole conversation that we missed.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Olivia Channel. Thank you. Finished the first book in the Throne of Glass series. It was so good. And neither was Hysteria. I'm glad you liked it. I know that is another series I've never read. I know you don't like Sarah J. Maas's books that much.
Nope.
I think I would like Throne of Glass because, again, I think they're popcorn and entertaining. And I personally like how she does drama. And those books are not, most of them are not as long as like Akamath and the other ones. But again, and it's about an assassin. You know, she grows up and kills people and stuff. So I think I would like them, but again, 10 books.
Yeah.
Stop.
And it was her first book that she had read when she was 17 or something
Good
like
for her.
that. I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
That is next. It is Pharaoh Fab is run by H.R. Moore, who again I have not read a book from, but I need to. I think I have a couple of H.R. Moore's books though in my Kindle,
I don't know.
along with the other 200 books in my Kindle. Goblin King was just trying to be funny, and it didn't like the humor. It was a little on the preachy side too. It got to be a bit too much after hearing it over and over. Humor is such a personal thing because there are so many books that I do not find funny.
Yeah.
And I tried to have Crystal read my favorite Christmas book, which is Just Like Magic. Sarah, she did not like it. She DNF'd it.
Oh, bummer.
Okay.
Yeah, the humor in Goblin King, I think for me was the back to the labyrinth. It reminded me of the characters in the labyrinth. So I was like, I love it. Nostalgia. But I can see how it's preachy to I can see that.
I have it on my Kindle.
You can try it. It's okay. It's totally cool if you don't.
I need to just again pick a number and randomly go through my Kindle.
Maybe do try a chapter,
I think I want to because B does those all the time and they're cool. I need to do those. Also too close to the movie and that it lacked originality. See, I don't mind that. I like when it is scene for scene, I am there. I am in it. I am in it.
Yeah, it's all good, Vita. You don't need to be sorry.
I don't know if it's just because I was always so much more of a movie person. You were a movie person, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe it's that because I love movies more than books, honestly.
Yeah.
And whenever I read a book, I'm thinking, how will this look on the screen? So,
yeah, same. That's how it plays in my mind. I don't hear it. I see it.
I see it. Yeah. And if I can't see it, that's when it loses me.
Yeah. Same.
I need me some slow burn. I can understand why people like the slow burn. I am just not one of those people.
It just needs to be done well for me. I need good banter in between. Something's got to hold my attention.
Yeah, I'm like Goldilocks. I need my 3 bears. It cannot be too hot. It cannot be too cold. Just the right amount of burn for me. I love Raven Kennedy. I have heard she's an excellent author. I just haven't. Again, that's Plated Prisoners. I just haven't.
Yeah.
Hubby wanted me to read Warbreaker. His selling point to me is smutty. Brandon Sanderson is not smutty. Me, third of the way in. What are you talking about? He hasn't even touched her yet. Oh my god. Seriously. Just relax, honey. I'll talk to you on the next break.
Oh my god. Vita's going to say something in a couple things. And I'm like, what?
So I haven't read Warbreaker yet, but I have read Sanderson. And there's no smut in any single one of those.
Yeah, I haven't read him.
Hey, I love that you all love slit words. Throne of Glass. I've heard this so many times. A lot of people love Throne of Glass. Oh, that's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much for me. Give me a well-written 700 pages where they don't even kiss until the sequel and I'm sold. No. But also I've read these.
Yeah.
I've read these.
Oh.
I can't. I just couldn't get into the humor Just Like Magic, but I did really like Assistant to the Villain. Okay. I haven't read that one yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
The Assistant to the Villain, it reminds me of Hench. Have you ever read that book?
No. I don't know what that is.
It's not a romance.
Okay.
It is a sci-fi, but it's it's the show The Boys?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that world.
Oh.
So this is a world where superheroes exist. Everyone knows them, and they have like talent agencies that hire henchmen for the villains and the superheroes. And so she gets hired by one of the superheroes, but then gets in a horrible accident that the superhero caused, and like she loses a limb, or I forget what happened. She like gets horribly injured, and they're like, "Oh, the superhero caused that." Well, that's just part of the gig, Whereas if it was the villain, they'd be like, "Go get him." Yeah. And so it's her villain origin story. She starts to like build from the bottom up. It is so good. So good. It's not a romance at all.
I feel like that would make a good show.
Oh, it was so good. Yeah. I loved it. I need my 3 bears. I'm reading that one. I have one. It's a Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. I'm reading that this month. Read Ravenkenny's Cupid series. Oh, you just said my magic words. I choose Faye. No smut. How rude. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Come on, Sanderson.
Oh man.
I choose Faye.
Seriously, you just like perked my interest. Like,
Is Faye like your number one? Like out of monsters? Well, not monsters. Fantastical creatures?
I more so like humans, like that are not magical fantasy. Oh. Like I like a struggle. I like an adventure, so like a road trip or questing type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the human struggle in a magical world.
Gotcha. Yeah. Where you're clearly a weaker.
Yeah, you are clearly the underdog.
Yeah.
And trying to survive.
Yeah.
And I like that type of thing. I don't know.
Gotcha.
And then I like a romance. I don't really care how or when it happens.
Yeah.
And then
no, you care when it happens. You don't want it to be slow burn.
True.
Yeah.
True. It's got to show up. At least like hints. You know what I mean? Like where I'm at right now, I'm like 40% off or in this Heavenly Bodies. And he's kissed her hand and he's lightly kissed her on the lips. And then they got like pulled away. Okay. And I'm just like, just kiss her already.
If they build the tension, even if they haven't touched, but if they build the tension through like the writer just knows how to write their body language or just kind of like what they're saying between the lines, they're for it. Mm-hmm. Or if they have like the little touches, but they don't act on it to the point where I'm all pent up. And then when they finally do, even if it's at like, I don't know, 80%, then I'm just like, yeah. Woo! But I need to have tension. Tension's coming, man.
The cat's eating her hair. And like she's literally pulling her head up with the cat attached to her. I wish you could see this. Let me see if I can. Oh, we let go finally. Oh. She's going nuts. I know. We're gonna have to be done soon. It's perfect for Valentine's Day month. I agree. FMC dies, goes to heaven, turns into a Cupid. Oh, is she reluctant Cupid? Does she? I could see a reluctant Cupid. Heart hassle. There's one that I think a Cupid one that I will read next month called Signs of Cupidity or something like that. It's a monster romance.
Heck yeah, it is.
It is. I agree. The subtleness of it.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, well my daughter is going nuts in my house. It's starting to like bug me.
Yeah.
Did you want to have another sprint or did you want to go? I pretty much like I'm okay going.
I think I'm gonna go just because it's 10:30 my time and I get at like 5 now. So
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I had fun. I stayed on. Last Friday night, babe.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Oh wait,
Yeah.
hang on. She was bad at her job. Attack of Fae Prince with Lover. I'm feeling this, Crystal. I'm feeling this. I might have to check it out. All right. Well, it has been a nice night. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. This was great. It's so much fun. Thank you for coming, Maggie.
Absolutely. Thank you for having it. And again, happy birthday. You should go to Barnes & Noble tomorrow. And I hope you kick your kids' butt. Annihilate them.
Yes,
you know, don't do the motherly thing and let them win.
With that, no, it's ruthless in this household. We almost never play family games because we cannot work together as a team at all. Yeah. We like attack each other.
That's great. I like that. That's what my family was like.
All right, everyone. Have a great night. I'll see you later.
Bye, guys.